The Virginia women's lacrosse team steamrolled into the month of April, jumping to 4th in the national polls after winning their last 6 games, including upsets over undefeated Duke and Boston College. Freshman goalie Rachel Vanderkolk and senior Casey Bachland earned ACC Player of the Week honors after helping the program reach its highest ranking since 2010. Senior Liza Blue leads the Cavaliers. She recently recorded her 34th goal of the season and the 126th tally of her career, good for 10th all-time in UVA history. A second-generation Virginia student-athlete, Liza arrived on grounds in the fall of 2010, eager to complement her lacrosse scholarship with a run on the turf for the field hockey team.
So growing up, Virginia was a really prominent part of my childhood because both of my parents went here, and my aunts and uncles and grandparents on both sides. So I always wore a lot of UVA gear. I watched the games. My brothers and I were huge fans. Once I had my visit here, I knew it was a school for me and decided to talk to Michelle Madison after I committed. And then she watched me at camps and a few tournaments, and so I was technically a recruited walk-on for the field hockey team, still knowing that lacrosse was my scholarship sport, but I just wanted to give it my all my first year and try out, see what I could handle. But we had a great season, made it to the Final Four. So all my expectations were blown out of the water. It was a really fun season. And then rolling into lacrosse, at first it was great, but unfortunately I got a stress fracture in my shin. So that kind of forced me to weigh my options again and decide whether I wanted to continue playing both or try and stay healthy for one. And that's why I ended up redshirting and picking just lacrosse for the following year. After I knew I had my red shirt, I knew I had to find a 5-year program. I knew I wanted something in the athletic exercise world, so I went with the undergrad in kinesiology, but a master's in teaching with a certification in health and PE. And now that I'm wrapping it up, it was a good experience. Definitely a lot of hard work. Student teaching was something I've never really done anything close to before. So it was challenging, but definitely rewarding.
You can start off with walking/jogging, and then I want you to run up to your partner. Don't forget to cradle when you have the ball on your stick.
So I have a lot more respect for teachers now, having been there all day, every day. Even just for the 4 months I was there, I think teachers have a lot on their hands, and especially in classes size 30 to 40, which was what I was dealing with at the middle school level. You have to really keep your composure, and it's really fun once you have your class management and you know your content and everything else, but I would say teaching is definitely not for the faint of heart.
Last season, Blue's team-leading 56 goals helped Virginia advance to its first Final Four since 2007. She tallied 2 goals and 2 assists in UVA's quarterfinal win over rival North Carolina. And with 3 regular season games remaining, the Cavaliers look to stay the course before making another playoff run.
So the end of last year was a huge momentum builder for this coming season. In the previous years, we hadn't really gone deep into the tournament, and it was frustrating because I think we all knew we had the potential, but it was just one step short of it. So having reached the Final Four last year just blew our expectations away, finally achieving that goal. So this year, we really have our hopes on being there again and on to the championship. I just tried to bring in like a perspective, attitude, and a lot of just positive energy, and we've been pretty battle tested. We've faced a lot of top 10 teams, but I think it's definitely made us stronger, and due to our hard work, we're kind of hitting our stride right now with the end of the season.